Hello, this is Photography Gamer. Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm reviewing Bladerunner Enhanced Edition. It's on PC, PlayStation, Xbox and Nintendo. Bladerunner Enhanced Edition is a point-and-click adventure game developed by Night Dive Studios and Westwood Studios. The game follows the story of a Blade Runner, a cop who has to investigate and retire replicants. This Enhanced Edition adds HD graphical options and a new clue interface to aid you with the day-to-day gameplay. Okay, what is it actually like to play? Well, Bladerunner is a traditional point-and-click game. You investigate an area, find points of interest to click on, people to talk to, and clues to identify. The game world is split into small zones that unlock as you find more clues, but I would say the conversation side of the game is a little bit limited, with no real options to speak of. It's just click and listen and hope for the best. Now, this is very much an old school type of game. If you're expecting help along the way, you're really going to be disappointed. The game doesn't really tell you what to do. You've got to figure it out for yourself. Now, early on this can be quite frustrating, but once you get into the swing of it, I'd say it makes for a pretty intriguing detective adventure. You'll be compiling evidence, scanning through clues and trying to figure out who to speak to, where to go, and what you need to do to progress the investigation. For me, the highlight of this investigation phase was the photography scanning machine. Much like in the film where Harrison Ford's character digitally scans photos to look for clues, you can do this too, and even the sound effects of it and the visual style are absolutely spot on. The game does feature combat, but I do have to say it's a real problem on occasions. In particular, if an enemy is close by to you, you'll end up clicking on your own character rather than clicking on them, and it can be very, very annoying. They really should have done some optimization for that. A special mention has to go to the cutscenes, which you might look at and think they're a little dated, but let me tell you, when this came out, these were absolutely elite, top tier, blew me away cutscenes.
So, if it's all right, it's my turn to fix dinner.
Haven't you forgotten something, little one? Just one little thing.
Mr. Runcer, please.
It's been a very long day.
I don't want to.
And speaking of the visuals, the game, it does show its age, but with the HD option enabled, it does smooth out some of the graphics, but I would say sometimes the original actually looks better than the smoothed out version. The menus, they're quite ugly, but they do the job. They're functional. But again, yeah, cutscenes, very cool, and I'd say it still has a nice visual style. It captures the Blade Runner atmosphere. I'd say sound, it's a bit of a mixed bag. The music is wonderful with famous tracks from the Blade Runner movie. The voice acting on the other hand, well, this veers from some reasonably good moments to ones that will just make you hide and cringe. Okay, good and bad points. What's good? The music is wonderful, it captures the film noir detective style perfectly, the way you have to review clues generally makes you think, and the photo scanner is a delight to use. Bad points, the controls are outdated, the combat is god awful, oh my god, and the voice acting standards, they're very, they vary greatly. Okay, verdict, Bladerunner Enhanced Edition is a solid point-and-click adventure game with some genuinely fantastic moments. Yes, it is dated in terms of both its visuals, controls and interface, but none of these things really detracted from the overall quality of the crime investigation. Back in the day, I really loved this one and I completely forgot it even existed, but playing it all these years later reminded me why I did enjoy it back then so much. Yes, if you're a younger gamer, you might struggle with the kind of style of it, the slowness of it, and the kind of lack of guidance, but if you stick with it, it's a really, really interesting, investigative, point-and-click game set in the Blade Runner universe. So scoring, I'd give Bladerunner Enhanced Edition, I'd give it a 7.5. I think it's a solid game. I think they could have done a lot more with it. They could have overhauled it from the ground up, but it's nice to see one of these old PC games coming back to life. Okay, that's the review. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, like, subscribe, whatever. This is Photography Gamer, signing off. Cheers.